Do you think there is a little bit of overcorrection in the polls for Trump, given in 2020 and 2016 they undercooked it?
It's possible. And in 2022, in the midterm elections, Democrats fairly dramatically outdid the polls when it came time to actual voting right now. So one of the things you just have to realize is for every 100 people they call, only 3 people respond. So you're looking at a tiny minority of folks who are even responding to pollsters, and then pollsters are doing all sorts of adjustments when they're doing polls to try and make it reflect what they think the electorate is going to look like. I think pollsters, by and large, are doing the best they can. It's very hard to poll these days, and especially in a close election. You know, we may see some surprises on election days where states turn out looking a lot different than what the polls indicated. That's happened before.
Yeah, it certainly has. I head to the US on Monday. It'll be a fascinating week. San Fran, Detroit, and also Pennsylvania. But when we look at across all of the swing states, where do you think the surprises would be? Are there any, for Kamala, is there anywhere that you're particularly nervous about? Any particular counties? If it's as tight as the polls tell us, I mean, it's going to come down to a few 100,000 votes.
What I'm going to be looking for on Election Day is 2 things. And I say this as a Kamala Harris supporter, as a Democrat. I'm going to be looking to see how much leakage there is in the Black urban areas, but she is unlikely to do as well as some past Democrats with Black voters. Then, I think Harris is going to lose a little bit of air there.
Why is that, Jim? Why is that? I mean, she could be the first female Black president.
She is not doing particularly well relative to past elections with young Black men who are not college educated. So Donald Trump has done better with non-college educated voters than Republicans in the past, and that is starting to show up with Black men. And some believe it's because they like Trump, and others believe there's a little bit of misogyny there, like not wanting to vote for a woman.
Well, Obama said as much, didn't he?
He did. And, one of the things is we'll see what happens with the vote in the end, because, Joe Biden in the polls wasn't doing spectacular with young college-educated males. And then, the biggest endorsement came, and that was their moms. Their mothers were basically saying, you get to the polls, you vote for Joe Biden. And they ended up going to the polls. So, but I'm also going to be looking at the suburbs, where Harris is really trying to make a play, and particularly with women. And there is a belief in the Harris world that is not inconceivable, that there is the shy Harris voter in a lot of Republican areas, women who are not telling their husbands or not advertising who they're voting for, but really are kind of disgusted by Trump personally and also concerned about abortion. And so where Trump is having problems, and it's one of the reasons why I talked about the female turnout in these states, is independent and even Republican women voters, they are not out for Trump in the numbers that they were in the past. So if women are out turnout, or a bigger turnout than men in these swing states by more than, by say more than a point or 2, Trump has real problems there.
Jim, it's fascinating to talk to you. Always enjoy it. And it's going to be certainly an interesting couple of weeks. We'll see you soon.
You bet.